Hey there, Facebook. It is Vanessa here again, your motivational speaker, trainer, and head coach from Live, Love, Give. And today's message sort of just jumped to my mind because I've had a few people in my life at the moment, worrying about lots and lots of stuff. And I've been sort of talking with them about why worry just doesn't serve. And ultimately, the message that I wanted to bring to you guys today is about, swapping your negative projection for positive expectation. And the reason why I wanted to bring this sort of way of thinking to you guys is the power of the mind and remembering the fact that we can never know what the future holds. So why do we waste our energy in the moment worrying about what could go wrong when ultimately, it's creating this negative experience in our present that prevents us from actually taking the action towards creating the positivity in our future and getting our results. So, worrying has zero value. In fact, it depreciates all value and it takes up your time, your energy. And I know you guys know this, but I'm just hoping that, this message reaches someone out there who it just makes them realize that they're stuck worrying about stuff that is just wasting their time, So I first came across the terminology of positive expectancy and having an attitude of positive expectancy when I read the book Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill a few years ago. And I just loved it. I just loved that terminology. I hadn't heard it before. And having that positive expectancy is so powerful. Ultimately, it's when we have faith and we expect success that we put ourselves on the right path. And there's so much power in that. And when we doubt, when we worry, when we just let our fears, take up our mind and our energy, then ultimately we put ourselves on the wrong path, and that's why I want to bring this message, and in the hope that it inspires you to shift out of your negativity. And we often don't know that we're in it, and just trigger you to question yourself and say, hey, what am I mindlessly worrying about that, it's not getting me anywhere with? And how can I have positive expectancy in my life right now so that can ultimately lead me in a much happier, healthier path and have a happier, healthier experience right here, right now. So before I keep going on, I just want to have a quick check-in with you guys and see who's joined me because I love it. I love it. I love it. Moises, my friend, you see me every day. I'm so grateful for you. And Vickers, nice to have you back. And Nick, good morning to you. And Alistair and Nasa and Alex. Thank you so much, Moises. And Dana, awesome to have you. And Jason and Don, awesome. And Graham, you're back. And Yvette, my friend. And Butch and Josu and Hassani and Brad. Awesome. I'm glad that you love this topic, Hassani. I love that you love it. And I just think it's really powerful because, there is so much power that we hold that we're so unaware of, and it is the power of our mindset. It is the power of what we choose to focus on in terms of, are we going to focus on what could potentially go wrong and all the reasons why we shouldn't take a chance, why we shouldn't do something? Or are we going to have positive expectancy, have an attitude of positive expectancy? If you don't know what the future holds, why would you not choose to have an experience right here, right now that empowers you to take the actions towards creating the kind of results that you want to experience in your life? And that's what happens when you have an attitude of positive expectancy and you catch yourself when you have those negative projections about something you don't even know, you can't control it. And ultimately when we have that negative projection onto our future, it just stops us in our tracks. That is what stops us from reaching our highest potential, from getting any sort of meaningful results in our life, and ultimately having any sort of fulfillment in our life. We take a gamble with life, and ultimately, the more you go down those negative tracks, the more that's all you see. So you miss the beauty, you miss the positivity, you miss all that's good in the world because you've trained your brain to be so used to finding the negative that that's all you see. And I think all of us out there, we've all come across those people in our lives who we're just like, well, why can't you see the good in that? Like, because they've actually trained themselves for so long to find the negative, because they're trying to protect themselves from this fear projected future instead of understanding the incredible power that you have in your mind to choose an attitude of positive expectancy so that you can project yourself into actions that are going to ultimately get you a positive future. So you've got to be intentional, and you've got to start building your emotional intelligence and consciousness and mindfulness to create that space that you need to recognize and question what you're thinking and believing, so that you can ultimately be intentional about what you choose to plant in your mind, what seeds you want to grow in your mind. And ultimately, my hope is that you will choose ones that will ultimately grow that positive expectancy kind of attitude in life, and you'll get your results and you'll enjoy the journey. So yeah, why not? So definitely just quickly check in with you guys before I keep going on, and make sure that you're dropping any questions, comments below. I'd love to, if I'm on here live when you drop them, I'd love to answer them. I'd love to have a conversation with you guys. So definitely do that. And if not, I will definitely get back to them after this. And Moises, I'm hanging out with some friends. Awesome. Watch the recording later. Love it. And Meritesh, nice to have you. And Shafudan, nice to have you. And Karan, thank you for your kind words, Graham. Appreciate you. And Karan, thank you for your kind words. I love you guys so much. As I say every single day, you guys light up my world, and I love jumping on here and seeing who can be live with me. And Floyd, nice to have you. And yeah, that was really my message for you guys today. So like I said, have a conversation with me right here, right now. If you have any sort of experience or questions in terms of dropping the worry, dropping those negative projections, and ultimately training yourself to have an attitude of positive expectancy. Expect that you'll be successful. Expect that you will get those results. Expect that your future is bright and compelling. And ultimately, when you expect that, when you have a compelling future, when you have that positive expectancy, you're wanting to take the actions. You've got loads and loads of energy, and you do the things. You get on the right path because of that mindset, because of that attitude. And the opposite is true when you take on those negative projections, those unconscious negative ways of thinking, and you start worrying about everything because you're trying to gain a little bit of certainty rather than going for gold and, gaining that positivity and that those successful results in your future, So definitely, I hope that this sparks something for you guys today. And Superman, nice to have you. And Bren and Victor, awesome guys. So great to have you. I really hope that today's message has inspired you to sort of shift your perspective, to sort of question yourself. Have you been worrying about some stuff that just really doesn't matter, and ultimately it's just draining your energy, and it's taking you away from creating success in your future? And ultimately, when we get trapped in that negativity and those negative projections, it comes true. Because that's what we're focused on. That's the path that we start moving down. And it's a fluke if we get success when we have that total negative projection. And like I said earlier, the more you build those tracks in your brain, those neural pathways of going to the negative and finding the negative and focusing on what could go wrong rather than the potentiality of what could actually go right, the more that's all you see, and that's what your experience of life becomes. So I really hope you don't go down that unconscious path of negativity like so many of us end up doing. And I really hope that you start building those neural pathways in your brain till the end of time, that allow you to focus and find the positive, have that positive expectation, which ultimately propels you into the right actions to take in order to create the results that you're truly after. And ultimately, when you start focusing on having that attitude of positive expectancy, you get yourself on the right path. So really hope that was valuable to you, and I'm so grateful to hear that, Graham. Thank you. And hey, Uncle, nice to join you. Yes, thank you, Floyd. I'm off to the gym, so I'm just about to head out. Thought I'd squeeze it in now. And Ayuni, success is not easy. No, nothing worth having in life ever comes easy. But if you have positive expectancy, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter the work that you know is ahead of you, because if you have expectancy that you will achieve it, you just got to take the action. You'll actually do it. The only reason why you won't take action towards something you want is because you actually don't believe that you can achieve it. So you're projecting negativity onto your future, and therefore, success, you focus on how hard success is, and you keep yourself stuck and you don't take the action. But when you do have positive expectancy, you welcome the challenge, because it doesn't matter. You know that you're going to get there. All you have to do is take the action and you'll be rewarded. So thank you for sharing your thoughts there. I hope how I explained that was good. And Laval and Wendy, nice to have you guys. Awesome. And I always talk to everybody about this topic. Yeah, awesome, Ventura. I love that you think this is a game-changing sort of topic, and you're having that conversation with people in your life. That's awesome. I absolutely love that. And Ron, awesome to have you. And David, 100% action and consistency. Yes, definitely. And you have that 100% action and consistency when you have positive expectancy that you're going to get the results. So just to finish off with here, one of my absolute favorite quotes from one of my absolute favorite mentors, Brendan Burchard. He says that when you knock at the door of opportunity, don't be surprised that it is work that answers. And you, like I said earlier, when you have that positive expectancy that you're going to get the result that you're after, you are willing to do the work. And it is only when you're projecting negativity into your future, you're doubting your ability to achieve that result, that you keep yourself stuck and and you don't take the action, and that's why you don't get the result. So either way, you're going to prove yourself right. So you might as well have the attitude of positive expectancy and prove that story right. So guys, that is it from me today. I really hope that this has inspired you. This has made a difference in some small sort of added value to you. As I say all the time, I appreciate each and every single one of you guys out there, and I would love to meet each of you individually. So if that's of interest to you and you'd like to have a shift in perspective, have me sort of look into what your challenge is right now and help you to sort of break through and break free of that, and ultimately uncover more truth around who you are, about what you want, and ultimately have that courage and confidence to go after it. And what I also love helping people do is uncover what their unique gifts are, what I like to call their genius, so that they can start honing that gift and they can start giving it and contributing it to the lives of others. So if any of that is of interest to you, and or you just want to connect and meet, definitely book in a 15-minute power session with me. I'd love to connect, and I love so much getting that interaction with you guys personally. Awesome, Hassani. Your timing with this message is impeccable. I'm just about to get started on working towards my dreams. I needed this mindset before I jump into it. Awesome. I'm so grateful for that, Hassani, and wishing you all the luck and positive expectancy when you're setting those goals and setting those intentions about what you're looking to create that compelling future. So I love that, Hassani. Thank you so much for sharing that. And I hope that you're going somewhere inspiring to sort of dream really big and get out of your fears, get out of the comfort zone. Definitely, that's awesome, Hassani. And Brian from Chicago, I always love having you here. And Michael, she got on late, but I hope that you catch the recording. I hope that this message is going to serve you and resonate with you and add some value to you and get you out of the mindset of worry and negative projection and way into the positive expectancy and creating that compelling future for yourself. And David, yes, you've joined me late again, but I always, I love you joining me live. So definitely catch the recording. And guys, like I always say, I'm sending all of my love, light, gratitude, blessings, energy, everything coming at you. I appreciate each and every one of you so much. I can't wait to meet you. And I love having you here and interacting. So thank you for everybody who's joined me today. Appreciate you guys. And I cannot wait to see you guys tomorrow. Hope you can make it. All right. See you then.